Fantasy Football Hub have kindly offered any FPL TV viewer a huge 25% discount on membership if you get signed up before the season starts. There's just 1 day left to redeem this offer and gain access to one of the fastest growing fantasy football communities with a range of useful fantasy tools. This includes Opta stats, fixture planners, player comparisons, articles, and weekly team reveals from some of the best FPL managers. To receive this discount, simply click the link in the description box below or use the code FPLTV25 when signing up. Hey guys, and welcome back to FPL TV. With just 1 day to go until the FPL season gets underway, let's go through my final Game Week 1 draft. The most notable change from my video earlier this week is that Chelsea's Hakim Ziyech is now confirmed to be out injured for at least a couple of weeks. Simply put, he won't play in Game Week 1 and therefore has to leave the team. Longer term, I still see this midfield spot being for Mason Greenwood in my squad. But with him blanking in Game Week 1, and with me not knowing for certain if he'll even play in Game Week 2 due to self-isolation, for now in comes Leicester's Harvey Barnes as a short-term punt. Leicester's form at the back end of last season does worry me, but at the end of the day, Barnes doesn't have to be a long-term option. The Foxes have 4 very decent fixtures in the opening 5 game weeks, so if Barnes lets me down at any point during those, whether it be the first game week, the second and so on, I can simply swap him to Greenwood once he becomes available. With a bit of cash freed up in this move, I've chosen to upgrade defender Stuart Dallas to Tottenham's Ben Davies at 5 million. I really like Stuart Dallas as an option this season, and he should provide a lot more attacking threat than Davies will. However, for the opening 8 game weeks, Spurs have arguably the best run of fixtures, whereas Leeds have one of the worst, particularly their opening 5 games. Tottenham kept an abysmal 7 clean sheets last season, but 3 of those did come in the final 9 game weeks post-lockdown. After the restart, they only conceded 7 goals in those 9 games, with only United, Wolves and Man City conceding less. Hopefully, this improved defensive form after the break can now carry over into this new season. With these small changes, let's now see how the final team looks for Game Week 1. Also, if you'd like to follow my emotional roller coaster of an FPL season, then be sure to get subscribed to FPL TV. You can also hit the notification bell so you'll always know when a new video goes live. Danny Ings stays in the team for Game Week 1, with a trip to Palace in the opening game week. Crystal Palace head into this weekend with plenty of defensive injuries, with the likes of Sakho, Cahill, Van Aanholt, Tompkins and Ferguson all missing. Hopefully this can result in a nice return for Danny Ings here, and if not, there's enough cash in the bank to switch him straight to Martial for Game Week 2. As for the captaincy, that stays with Aubameyang this game week. I've had the armband set on him throughout all my drafts in pre-season, and I don't plan on changing it now. Mo Salah gets the vice-captaincy, and he still remains a great option of course. With Ben Davies in my squad, he now comes in at home to Everton, with Basuma sitting first on my bench for Game Week 1. £4 million budget defender Mitchell moves to the bench as well, and I can now avoid the conflict of interest of having Danny Ings playing against him. Charlie Taylor obviously blanks in Game Week 1, but I expect him to be a very handy option in the squad longer term, with Burnley always a good bet for clean sheets. He also rotates home fixtures very nicely with my other option, James Justin. There is one small change I'm still weighing up before the deadline tomorrow, and that's whether I stick with Arsenal's Saka or switch him to Newcastle's St Maximin at the same price. Both players open the season with 2 very nice fixtures, but at least with St Maximin I know for sure he's going to start and likely play the full 90. The signing of Callum Wilson as well may also help him with his assist potential. I'm a huge fan of Saka and expect him to have a very big season, but there's no questioning there is an element of doubt on his starting place. I do think he'll start against Fulham, but longer term, when the likes of Willian comes into the team along with Pepe, Lacazette and Nketiah, there is a chance of rotation there, and he could bring me an unwanted headache further into the season. So that's my final team selection video for Game Week 1. If there are any more changes, I'll be sure to post them on the YouTube community tab for this channel. If you haven't already, then don't forget to get subscribed to FPL TV. FPL responsibly, catch you all soon, and most importantly, good luck for Game Week 1.